It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you again. I got a real interesting pair of shoes to go over with you today. I really haven't heard any backstory or anything on it. It's called a Dunk Scrap. I think they just call it the Dunk Scrap because of the way it looks like it's pieced together, but I think it's a real interesting looking shoe, and I think the colors make it prime for this time of year with fall coming. I just wanted to take a look at them with you. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoy this video, help me out with a thumbs up. That'll help this video get seen by more people, and that'll help my channel grow faster. Let's look at these Dunk Scraps. So this is another pair that I saw when I was browsing GOAT. I think they did an EU release with these, and I'm not sure if they're coming to the US. If I had to guess, I would say they probably will. Seems like that's typically the way that it goes. I could see this shoe being mass produced. I got this shoe for $140 off of GOAT, and I've had it for a while. I've been meaning to get around to the review, but life has just been insane. But anyhow, standard box, nothing special about it. The tag reads Nike Dunk Scrap, and the color is Archaeo brown and bi-coastal. I'm not really sure what the suggested retail price on these is going to be. I would imagine if they drop in the US, it'll be 100 or 110, something like that, comparable to all other Dunks. But anyhow, let's get into the shoe. So here is a good look at the Dunk Scraps in the Archaeo brown colorway. Right away, whenever I saw images of these, they reminded me of like retro ACG stuff, whether it be like boots that were mostly brown suede and had a hint of like purple or this greenish kind of turquoise for the laces and the swoosh. The colors just really kind of give me that nostalgic hit of old ACGs that I had back in the 90s. But I think they're really neat. I love seeing a lot of different layers to a pair of shoes, and there's definitely a lot going on with these things. A lot of mixed media, but I like that. The entire shoe is just covered with different materials, and I think that's neat. It's got a standard Dunk outsole, and I'm a huge fan of a natural gum outsole as well. Nothing really unique about the tread pattern. It's the same thing you get on all Dunks. But then I love the way this natural gum outsole color comes up right up against the, I think that's a sail. It's definitely not bright white. Midsole and the stitching match, and it just looks real nice with the colors used in that gum outsole. But then I don't even really know where to start with the shoes. The mudguard is a nice like hunter green color, and even the cuts in a lot of places just look a little bit rough, and there's like extra material hanging over the seam and everything, and I think that's, you know, what they were going for. It just really looks like somebody just threw the shoe together with what they had, and I think it works pretty well in this. That even the mudguard, it's like multiple panels overlapping each other to give us the mudguard, and then there's like a little hit of what feels like suede. It's like purple suede. And pretty much everywhere, whatever color is on the panel, they matched the stitching to it. But then here you have a red hit of suede, and it's just like a neat triangular shape. But I like the way that they gave us leather with different textures and different surfaces, and they gave us smooth leather and suede. But I also like the way that it goes right up against this mesh, and even the mesh, like there's brown mesh on the side panels and right behind the toe box here, but the mesh on the toe box is a different stitch or like a different netting than the mesh on the sides. And I mean, really, it does look like they just grabbed whatever they could find. But then there's also some pink mesh on the heel. And while I'm back here, this tab I noticed has some reflective on it. And I like that mustard color stitching that spells out Nike. And that mustard yellow color matches this suede here. And the suede actually, this little piece of suede feels really nice. Some of the material feels better than others. I would say that for the most part, the leather is what you would have on a GR Dunk. It's nothing to write home about, but I don't think that's what they were going for here. On both shoes, there's this like squishy red hit, whatever that is, but it's like a little bit of neon that pops off of there. And then you can see it's just overlapping panels coming up the eye stays. You got some purple and some more mustard yellow. And I like these turquoise hits on the side, just the stitching. I think these shoes would pretty much match everything because they've got like every color in there. The tongue feels like your standard nylon Dunk tongue, but the tag's way different, and I like the way that came out. It's like a little strip of canvas on there, like a loop, and it has Nike and more of that mustard yellow. But I think that's pretty neat. And the tongue, the nylon tongue is brown, and it has like hunter green piping going around it. The laces in the swoosh really pull everything in together. I don't know, there's so much to the shoe, I can't really go over every single panel, but there is a lot. Every time I look at the shoe, I notice more things that I like. I like these perforations down here. I just think that's neat looking. And then I also like on the swoosh, the edges, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but the edges of the swoosh are like a light green color. Like not a natural tan or something, but it looks like they intentionally, you know, dyed the edges a different color, and that looks cool. And I also like how you get more of that layered look. It's basically like two swooshes on top of each other, but it creates this neat little outline. I'm sure I missed something about them, but I just wanted to give you guys a good look at them, and I think they're pretty cool. I think for the most part, they're still pretty affordable right now, but let me know what you all think of them. Have a good weekend.